On the day of the shooting, Marty Jessett told the judge he heard several loud pops, the thunder of student footsteps, and screaming. Then he explained how he helped one of the injured students who ended up in his classroom.
Moments after the first gunshots were fired, Freeman teachers relied on their training and pulled students into their classroom, hoping they were out of harm's way.
The bullets flew towards my room, and he ran out of bullets just outside of my door. In fact, I know that he tried to shoot Emma a second time as she was entering my room.
Marty Jessett secured his classroom with several students, including Emma Neese, one of the students who was shot. He told the judge the reality of what happened began to set in when a student in the classroom alerted him to Emma's gunshot wound.
I literally reached for a Band-Aid from my desk to put on her gunshot wound. Too small, I thought to myself. I found athletic tape in my cupboard and bandaged the wound on her belly. I put a big X over the wound. Then Ellie's voice from behind me. "Mr. Jessett, don't you think you should call 911?
He focused on trying to keep his students safe, but in the back of his mind, he couldn't help but think they were sitting ducks.
The vulnerable thoughts snuck in. What if the shooter or shooters come back?
Days later, when teachers and staff returned to school, Marty says his classroom looked like it was frozen in time from the day of the shooting.
With every notebook, book, pencil, and paper exactly where it had been when the first shot was fired. Even the geometry problem that I had up was still being projected onto the board with my document camera.
He says it was difficult being back there and barely made it through the first day. But there was comfort in the notes, coffee, and care packages the school received from the surrounding community.
Now, victim impact statements are on pause the rest of this week due to victim availability. We will continue to hear more statements in court next Wednesday. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
And today the judge also heard from family members of Jordan Goldsmith. She's one of the 3 students who was shot at Freeman High School. One of her grandparents shared how that tragic day has impacted their family.
That day has changed all of us. I have seen it take its toll on Travis and Liz, JC and Tanner too. Doug and I have become overly emotional. Sometimes something little will trigger it and the tears will flow. I never used to be that way.
She told the judge she'll relive the horror of that day for the rest of her life, which is why she asked the judge to sentence the shooter to life in prison. If you would like to hear more of the victim impact statements or learn more about what happens next in this case, just text us the word Freeman to 509-448-2000.